hello, you're with Dion at HDpiano, and today we're learning how to play Lights Up by Harry Styles. In this part 1 video, we'll learn how to play the intro as well as the first verse. These parts sound like this. And 1, 2, 3, 4. Gonna start nice and quietly as we fade into the song. Two, three, four. So there we go. That's the intro as well as the first verse. And if you know this song as well as I do, you'll know that there's not a lot of piano part through this opening section. What we're playing is really an arrangement of some other instruments in this song. So starting off in that intro with some of the mellotron and acoustic guitar. And then once the singing kicks in, it's really bass guitar and electric guitar that comes in over the top of that. So starting at the start, our intro, we're in the magical key of D flat major, which has 5 flats. We've got D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, and B flat, which just leaves F and C as our 2 white keys in this song. Now our first chord is actually a D flat major chord. This is played in second inversion. Middle C is all the way down here, so we're above that point on the piano. A flat's the lowest note, D flat and F above that. Firstly, we're going to hold it down for 2 beats and then play this chord again on beats 3 and 4. Just like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. With the same rhythm, the second bar we're going to switch to an A flat chord. A flat, C and E flat. Going to play again on beat 3. On beat 4, back to the D flat chord. And then land on G flat, G flat, B flat, and D flat. On beat 1 of the third bar, hold it down for the full bar, and then the first 2 beats of bar 4. So 6 beats in total. And we're going to finish off that 4th bar by playing our G flat major in first inversion. We're going to move that G flat note from the bottom to the top. Just like this, in full. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, A flat, 3, D flat, G flat, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. This repeats through, but the second time there's a slight difference. On beat 4 of the first bar, rather than playing our D flat chord again, we're going to go straight to our A flat. That's going to then hold across to bar 2. Sound like this. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. And at the end of that 4th bar, we don't re-engage that G flat chord. We just release the right hand. Let's go through that right hand in full from the start. 2, 3, 4. 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. Very, very nice job. Now, underneath this right hand, which is kind of playing a mellotron, a bit of a warbly kind of synthesized, old sounding kind of sound, is some acoustic guitar. And that acoustic guitar plays some chords. I'm going to show you a kind of a simplified version of what the acoustic guitar is playing in the left hand. So the left hand is straddling middle C. Middle C again is right here. And the first 2 notes we're going to play with this left hand is B flat and D, or B flat and D flat. The second pair of notes is an A flat and a C. and then back to the B flat and D flat. So just kind of oscillating between those two pairs of notes. On each pair of notes, we've got an interesting rhythm happening. We're playing on beat 1, E and A, 2, E and A, 3, E and A, 4, E and A. So breaking down into 16th notes, the same rhythm pattern for the next pair of notes. 4, E and A, 1, E and A, 2, E and A, 3, E and A, 4, E and A. So we get this kind of little 16th note pulsing groove. 1, 2, 3, 4. My bad. 2, 3, 4. So that left hand comes in underneath the second time through of the right hand. I'll show you that one more time with a little count in for you. 1, 2, 3, 4. So a little bit of syncopation there to deal with. I'm not going to take too much time with that because we do have some more ground to cover in this tutorial. But as always, if you're having trouble with those syncopated bits, go nice and slow, use the speed controls in your video player, and lots of practice. At the very end of that fourth bar, we have this really cool kick drum and bass part that comes in that goes 1, 2, which is a nice 3E and a 4 and bum ba bum bum bum. Again, some 16th notes in there as well. If you know the song, again, you know how that sounds. I would encourage you to replicate it how you know it should sound rather than worrying too much about the counting. Doesn't really matter what finger you use on there. Often I'll use my 5th finger because I'm going to get set for the next part, which is the first verse. Now, before I move on to that first verse, I have a very important question for you. The new Harry Styles album has been released, which is fantastic news for Harry Styles fans. I want to know in the comments below what your favorite song from the new album is. Whether you are liking this song the most, whether it's the opener, which I think is called Golden, or whether you like Adore You, which is a really fun song as well. Let me know in the comments below. I'm a big fan of Adore You. I think it's a really cool, very catchy song and a great film clip as well. Okay, so we've gone through the intro. We'll come back to that later as well. But heading into the first verse, the first thing we hear is just vocals, drums, and a bass guitar. So we're going to play the bass guitar part here. Starting off on B flat. Now I'm going to teach you this part basically 1 octave below middle C. However, this does sound really good if you move it down another octave below on your piano. So if you've got room on your piano to go lower than I'm going, then please experiment with going 1 octave lower. It does sound a little bit better. But later on in this song, I'm using a few higher notes up here, so I'm just kind of reducing the range a little bit for ease of teaching. So we've got B flat on beat 1, on beat 2, and we're going to hit that B flat again. On beat 3, we have F. On beat 4, we have D flat. Just like this. 2, 3, and 4, and 1, and 2, and 3, and 4. That holds down across to beats 1 and 2. On beat 2 and, we have B flat. On 3, D flat. 3 and B flat. Beat 4, we have the F. And then we're going to land on E flat at the start of the next bar. One more time with that E flat at the very end of that bar on beat 4 and as well. So let me take you through that 4-bar phrase. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So that's kind of the basic bass riff through this song. There are some variations, and we're going to have a look at a couple of those variations through the rest of this verse. That's kind of the general bass line groove. The variation in the second line is that we have an additional E flat at the start of the 4th bar, like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3. 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. So just reinforcing that E flat there. The third time through, a little bit different again. 2, 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3, 4, 1 and 2 and 3 and 4, 1 and 3 and 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So we've got a little step down from E flat to D flat before we land back on B flat at the start of the next cycle. The fourth time through is actually the same as the second time. So all we're doing is landing on that E flat again. So that's the bass line through this part. Really kind of cool, really kind of funky, a few variations. Knowing the, I guess, the basic version means that you can experiment around and try your own versions as well. But as I said, an octave lower also sounds really cool. So over the first cycle of that bass line, there's no guitar over the top. The second time through, the guitar enters playing chords. So on beat 1, we're going to play a B flat minor chord in root position, but with an additional note at the top. So middle C again right here. We're going to play B flat, D flat, F, and another B flat at the top. That's going to hold down for all 4 beats of that bar. Just like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. On beat 1 of the next bar, we're going to play an A flat major chord. In second inversion, we have E flat, A flat, and C. On beat 3 of that bar, we're going to go to a D flat major chord. Again, in first inversion this time, F, A flat, and D flat. So just the right hand by itself, those 2 bars, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to land in a really cool chord. We have D flat, F, G flat, and B flat. And adding that to an E in the bass, we get a nice E flat minor 9 chord. So with both hands together, with our bass line, it will sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. Got that E flat minor 9 chord a little wrong at the end there. Sorry about that. One more time, just like that. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. Lift up for the last couple of beats. It's a nice bit of silence there in the track. On to the third time through. Again, we've got the same chords, just with that little variation at the end in the bass line. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Walk down. Last time. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. And then we're going to finish this off with a little bit, I'm starting to speak like Harry Styles now, a little bit of his vocal harmonization, this 3-part little vocal part. Now, we're going to use both hands for this. Left hand is the easiest, it just does single notes. It starts off with an A flat, then goes to a B flat, then to a C, back to a B flat, and back to an A flat. With the right hand, we're going to start with our D flat and F. So we're effectively making a D flat major chord here in second inversion. As the left hand moves up, the right hand is going to move up in pairs of notes through our scale. So on top of the B flat, we have E flat and G flat. On top of the C, we have A flat and F. And then we walk ourselves back down through those same pairs of notes. Sounds like a really cool little fast harmonized part there. So I'm using pairs of fingers here, 1 and 3, 2 and 4, and 3 and 5. Makes it kind of easier to play it quickly. So that comes in on beat 3 of that last bar. And we have 3E and R4, 3E and R4E and R. Counting is difficult sometimes. 3E and R4E and R. Nice little pause there at the end. So that finishes off our verse. Now I'm going to take you all the way back to the start of the verse. Going to take you through a little slowly, and then we'll go through the intro and the verse in full. So back to the start of the verse. 1, 2, 3, 4. And 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. Right hand comes in. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1, 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. And we have our little flourish to finish. So let's add on the intro to that. We're pretty much at full speed now anyway, but I'm going to make sure I'm exactly at full speed. My metronome in this song is about 102 beats per minute. So starting from the very start. 1, 2, 3, 4. Again, fading in with the track. 1, 2, 3, 4. Two, 3, 4. 3, 4. 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2. And that's it. Thank you for learning this part with me. As always, the rest of the song is going to be up at hdpiano.com right now. So follow me over there for parts 2, 3, 4, and 5, and the whole song playthrough. While you're on the internet, make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel and our socials at HDpiano. My name is Dion. I'll see you here again very soon, and bye for now.